Hey guys, Nalabyte here, and welcome to my video. So, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I thought we would do a couple of quizzes. I was going to try and find some St. Patrick's Day games, but there really doesn't seem to be any good ones on the market. Really looked hard for an Android game, St. Patrick's Day of course, horror game, but yeah, I couldn't find any. Hopefully someday somebody will think of making one. Maybe have, like, the leprechaun be the entity or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started with the quizzes. Directions. Select the correct answer for each question. When you are done, click on Check Answers button to check your answers, and Squiggly will tell you how you did. Okay. Number 1. In Ireland, what does the color green stand for? Well, that's pretty easy. It's hope. What colors are on the Irish flag? Pretty sure it's not red, blue, and white. I think red, green, and white is Mexico or something? So I'm going to say green, white, and orange. I'm probably wrong, and my Irish viewers are probably yelling at me. But where was St. Patrick born? If I recall correctly, he was born in Britain. What did St. Patrick do? He was a great explorer, he was a missionary, he was a war hero. I'm really horrible because I'm really not sure. I know it had something to do with snakes, I think. I hear a lot of people talking about snakes when they talk about St. Patrick, so maybe he was a missionary? I mean, missionaries, if I recall correctly, are part of religious groups, and with him being a saint, I'm gonna say missionary. We'll see. If I'm wrong, then somebody can beat me. Number 5. What is St. Patrick best known for? Driving the snakes out of Ireland, leading the country to war, or discovering Ireland. Pretty sure Ireland was already discovered by then. And as I said in the previous question, I hear snakes associated with St. Patrick, so I'm going to say driving the snakes out of Ireland. Oh, not that one. That one. What is March 17th? St. Patrick's birthday, the day St. Patrick died, none of the above. This one is fairly easy. They put St. Patrick's Day as the day he died. What do the Irish people say about St. Patrick? He watches over them, he decides if they will get into heaven one day, both of the above. I don't think he decides if anyone will get into heaven. I'm going to say he watches over them. What symbol stands for St. Patrick's Day? Shamrock, egg, snake. That one's pretty easy. It's shamrock. What is a shillelagh? Leprechaun's outfit, wooden pipe, short, stout oak club. I think a shillelagh is a wooden pipe. I want to say it's a music instrument, so I'm going to go with wooden pipe. And if I'm wrong, I guarantee people are probably going to be yelling at me. So let's hope that one's right. According to legend, what should you never do if you catch a leprechaun? Kiss him, take your eyes off him, tell your friends. I want to say it's take your eyes off him, because I think he runs away or disappears or something like that if you do. So let's see. Check answers. I got 8 right. 8 out of 10. Not bad. Too bad they don't tell me which ones I got right. Well, that's a bummer. That is a major bummer. What ones did I get wrong? Let's see. I'm going to Google these so we know which ones I got wrong. And don't worry, I will edit out all of the time it takes to tell you which ones I got wrong. And we are back. So after some research, I found out which answers I got wrong. The first one I got wrong was number 7. What do Irish people say about St. Patrick? I guessed he watched over them. According to my research online, it's actually answer 3, both of the above. According to Irish people, he watches over them and decides if they will go to heaven one day. The other answer I got wrong was number 9. What is a shillelagh? I was so wrong on this. I honestly thought a shillelagh was a instrument, but apparently a shillelagh is a short, stout oak club, which was answer number 3. I wasn't too off. It was made of wood, but 8 out of 10, not too bad. My Irish ancestors would be very proud. Very proud. And now we will go on to the second quiz. Alrighty then, second quiz. There are 30 questions in this one, compared to the 10 in the last one. Hopefully we do a little bit better on this one. Okay, question number 1. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated to commemorate which of the following events? It's the day St. Patrick was born, it's the day St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland, it's the day that St. Patrick's died. Thankfully, I do know the answer to this one, and I answered it correctly in the last one. It was the day he died. Which of the following you know as the day St. Patrick died? Oh, crap. I think it was in the 400s. So we've got March 17th BC 461, March 17th AD 461, or March 17th AD 100. Now I don't think it was in the 100. And I think it was AD. So I'm going to go with answer 2, March 17th AD 461. What? Good so far. 2 for 2. Where was St. Patrick born? That one, again, got right in the last one, which was Britain. Which of the following is not associated with St. Patrick's Day? Green, rainbow, or purple? So, I'm going to have to say rainbow. No? Seriously. Alrighty-dighty then. What does the shamrock signify on the day? Afforestation, coming of spring, the number 3. See, to me, shamrock is the number 3, because it has, of course, 3 leaves. But that seems too obvious. I'm going to say the coming of spring, which was wrong. And for clarity's sake, so I remember which ones I got wrong, we'll leave my original question, or my original answers. Okay. Number 3? Oh, I was right on my first guess. What the heck? Okay then, that's 2 wrong. What does leprechaun mean? A goblin, a fairy, an imp. Now, if I remember this one correctly, it's a fairy. Pretty sure. Yes. Which of the following is most likely to come up in your traditional St. Patrick's Day party? Pizza, pineapple, potato. Resisting urge to make Irish and potato joke. I'm gonna go with potato. I was right. Oh, the Irish and their potatoes. Oh, and no offense to any Irish viewers out there. I actually love Ireland. I want to visit so badly. If I remember correctly, my great-grandmother was pure-blooded Irish. I believe it was my great-grandmother. So I do have Irish in me, and my genetics seem to follow more of the Irish looks than they do the British or anything like that. So, I do kind of, feel more associated with Irish than I do my British counterparts or the German counterparts. Where does the Blarney Stone come from? A cave, a hilltop, a castle. I want to say it was a castle. I want to say it was one of the cornerstones. Yeah, that one's right. I want to say it was one of the cornerstones of a castle that was torn down or destroyed or something like that. When were the customs of St. Patrick's Day brought to America? 1787, 1737, 1776. So it was in the 1700s? Does that, Well, there's two that end in sevens. So I'm going to go 87. No? 37? Ha, well, I was right about it being one of the sevens. Okay, so my answer was 87, and that was wrong. It was actually 1737. Which of the following was the first to officially celebrate the day? New York, Philadelphia, Boston. I know New York has, I believe, it's an Irish St. Patrick's parade. And I know that Boston is considered the Ireland of America. I don't know about Philadelphia, though. I'm going to say Boston, but it might actually be New York. I've got it down between those two. But I'm going to say Boston. Ha! Yes! Which of the following is the language of Ireland? Irish, English, or Gaelic? Well, I know it's not English. And up until about a year ago, I honestly thought Irish and Gaelic were the same language, but they're actually not. I know there are quite a few of the Irish people who speak Gaelic, and part of me wants to say Gaelic, but I think I'm gonna go with Irish, just because I used to have an Irish friend who actually lived in Ireland, and while she knew Gaelic, pretty sure that I remember her saying it wasn't the actual language of Ireland. So we're going to go with Irish. I was right, yes. Although, let me just say, Gaelic is a very beautiful language. I do know a couple of words of it, not very many, but the enunciations are horrible. I have the hardest time pronouncing any of it. Let's see. Which one is regarded as the most famous of all churches dedicated to St. Patrick? I'm going to get screwed here because I don't know any of this. St. Patrick Abbey, Belfast. St. Patrick Cathedral, Dublin. St. Patrick Church, Limerick. The only reason I'm going with this one is because it's the only one I actually know, and that's Dublin. Oh, I was right. Yay. Which of the following activities is not common on St. Pat's Day? Grand parade and playing pranks, mask revelry and wild party, walking race and wearing green. Okay. I don't know about the walking race, but I know wearing green is quite common for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if that's just an American thing or if they actually do that in Ireland. I would assume so, because the video I watched today of Jacksepticeye, who anybody who watches him knows he is pure-blooded Irish and lives in Ireland, he was talking about wearing green and getting a baiting if you don't wear green, as he puts it. So I'm going to assume that it's also an Irish thing. It's not just an American thing. Playing pranks. I don't know if playing pranks, I don't think that would be a St. Patrick's Day thing. I know they have a grand parade in New York City for St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think playing pranks is associated. And I know that a lot of wild parties get thrown for St. Patrick's Day, celebrating the drinking. So, and I'm only going with this one because of the pranks. I really don't think, because I think that's more April Fool's Day than St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to go with that one. Oh, I was wrong! What the heck? Okay, apparently Grand Parade and playing pranks are common. Wild party? Okay. Masked revelry and wild parties are apparently not common on St. Patrick's Day. Where in the U.S., the St. Patrick's Day is celebrated by an attempt to color a river green. And I actually just watched this on a video earlier. New York, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. And I don't remember what he said. I don't remember. What the hell? Because New York seems to have a lot of St. Patrick's Day celebrations, I'm gonna go with them. The answers to choose from are New York, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. I don't really see Washington, D.C. being into St. Patrick's Day all that much. Then again, that could just be an association with politics and why I don't think they would be very interested in St. Patrick's Day. Maybe they are. I don't know. Never been there. I could be wrong. But I'm going to go with New York on this one. Oh, Chicago? Ha, it was Chicago. Well, oh well. I said New York. And on this one, I forgot to change back. I said playing pranks. Which of the following is not an Irish-born? I don't know. I don't know any of these people. Pierce Brosnan, U2, and Roger Moore. I don't know any of these. The only Moores I know, like celebrity-wise, are like Mary Tyler Moore and Michael Moore. I really don't even know that much about Michael Moore, except he's a director, I think. I don't know, U2? Okay, I was wrong. It's not U2. Which one is it? It's Roger Moore. Okay. But we go back to U2. In Ireland, what does the color green stand for? Easy. Hope. The other ones were spring and countryside. What are the colors on the Irish flag? I actually got this one right. I was worried I was going to get it wrong, but I was actually right. It's green, white, and orange. What was St. Patrick's calling? He was a great explorer, he was a missionary, he was a war hero. I also got this one right in the last one. He was a missionary. What do Irish people say about St. Patrick's? Why couldn't they use ones I didn't know? Because now I know the answers to this one. Oh well, you'll learn something new. He watches over them, he decides that they will get into heaven one day, or both of the above, and it is both of the above. We learned that in the last quiz. What is a shillelagh? Leprechaun's outfit, wooden pipe, short stout oak club. And we now know it is a short stout oak club. According to legend, what should you never do if you catch a leprechaun? I already know this one. It's take your eyes off him. The other answers are kiss him and tell your friends, but it's actually take your eyes off him. Which, I think I got that one right in the last one too. I believe so. Yes, because the ones I got wrong were what Irish people say about him and shillelagh. Those were the ones I got wrong in the last one. But we know the answers to those now. You always learn something in these. You always learn. What was St. Patrick's name at birth? The only reason I know this is because, again, Jacksepticeye was doing quizzes on, well, was it one quiz? It was one or two quizzes. I can't remember which. But this was one of the questions in his video. That just goes to show you, watch The Irishman and he will teach you something every time. Maewyn Succat. I don't know if that's how I pronounce that, but it's what I'm going with. The other ones was Patrick O'Malley and Adam Danan? I don't know. I suck at pronunciations. Which American city holds the largest St. Patrick's Day parade? New York, Chicago, and Boston. And we're going with New York. Correct. What profession does the leprechaun supposedly practice? Shoemaking, blacksmith, or goldsmith? Pretty sure it's not goldmaker. And I'm pretty sure it's not blacksmith, so we're gonna go with goldsmith. No? Don't tell me it was the shoemaker. It was a shoemaker. Dang it. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. What is cured by kissing the Blarney Stone? Love sickness, bad luck, and shyness. Honestly, I'm not really sure. I know that kissing the Blarney Stone isn't it supposed to, like, give you the gift of gab? So, it would be shyness, wouldn't it? Ha, yes. Because if you get the gift of gab, you're gonna be too busy talking to be shy. What does Aaron go... Bra? Bro? Bra? I say bra? Aaron go bra? Mean. Luck of the Irish, Ireland forever, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Aaron go bra. Luck of the Irish? Dang it. It's Luck of the Irish, Ireland forever, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, it's Ireland forever, but I picked Luck of the Irish. I'm a horrible, horrible Irish descendant. Oh, he was kidnapped? I did not know that. Who kidnapped Maewyn Succat? A band of pirates, a group of Christians, a St. Patrick. Well, Maewyn Succat is St. Patrick, so we know it's not that. Let's see, that was the what did I say? He died in the, what did I say, 700s? Something like that. Piracy has been around for a very long time. They didn't reach their peak until I think it's the 1600s sometime. So that it's possible there could have been pirates around back then to kidnap him. I really can't see a group of Christians kidnapping him. I could be wrong. He was a missionary. So I really can't see a group of Christians kidnapping him, unless that's how he became a missionary. I think I'm going to go with a band of pirates because I really cannot see a group of Christians kidnapping him because he was a missionary. So, aha, I was right, okay. Should be question, 27? How long did St. Patrick's mission in Ireland last? I don't know. 3 years, 30 years, 3 months. I don't know why, but I'm wanting to say 3 years. And I was wrong. 3 months? I was wrong. Okay, 30 years. 30 years. Question 29. I guess that was 28. My bad. Not 27, it was 28. This was 29. Oh boy. What happens if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day? You get pinched, you get to pinch someone, you get slapped by someone. Well, if you Jacksepticeye, you get a beaten. Sorry, a baitin', as he calls it. But I was taught you get pinched. Ha. And the final question, if you catch a leprechaun and take your eyes off him, what happens? He vanishes, and so will your hopes of finding his treasure. He steals a kiss. He gives you all his gold. Well, I know he's not going to steal a kiss, just because you take your eyes off him. And he only gives you his gold if you catch him and wish for it, I think. Just remember, don't make a fourth wish or you lose them all. So I think he vanishes, and so will your hope of finding his treasure. Correct. Let's see my score. Out of 30, I got 21 right on the first try. Not too bad. It's about 6 over half. So, not too bad. I think my Irish ancestors would be somewhat proud. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to go and test out your knowledge of St. Patrick's Day, I will put links to both these quizzes in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and click on them and give it a try yourself. But do not cheat and use this video. St. Patrick is watching. Well, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, mash that like button like it's on a controller, and feel free to comment and subscribe for more content in the future. As always, I'm Nalabyte, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later!